Hello guys, this weekend is the Manchester derby, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend it is the Manchester derby. It's at Old Trafford. It is the 12:30 kickoff on tomorrow actually. So it's the early game. I'm pretty sure there's a game on tonight, so it's not our first game this weekend. But yeah, it's the first big game, I'd say. So the team I've gone for, I think it pretty much picks itself. With and Erik ten Hag confirming that Wout Weghorst won't be playing in this game. Or obviously, I reckon Rashford will be up top with Garnacho and Antony on the right hand side, and then obviously Fernandes, Eriksen, Casemiro. I reckon it will be Malacia, Luke Shaw, and Varane and Wan-Bissaka. He might go with Martinez. He might go with Maguire, but I think he'll go with Luke Shaw because I think he played really well in the last couple of games that he's played there at centre back, and then obviously Malacia at left back, and then obviously David De Gea in net, and obviously Jack Butland as well. We've got Jack Butland. Right, anyway, let's get into it. Let's play match and let's talk about, we've got 3 games to talk about. We've got the Bournemouth game, we've got the Everton game, and then we've got we've got the Bournemouth game, the Everton game, and then the Charlton game to look up to. So let's go ahead and do it. So first things first is the Bournemouth game. We won that game 3-0. Goals from Casemiro is a free kick from Eriksen, and then Casemiro just went through and scored. So then that was 1-0. And then second half, Luke Shaw created a good goal, good team goal. He started it all off at the back. He pretty much went from the back and he passed it all the way through. I think it's Bruno Fernandes to Garnacho, and then Garnacho put it on the plate for Luke Shaw on the plate for him, and in the end. That was a goal, and then Marcus Rashford scored late on with a goal as well. I think it's Luke Shaw yet again with a pass from the back. He put it on to Bruno Fernandes, and then Bruno Fernandes just put it on a plate for Rashford. Nice, easy, trampy, sweaty goal. Classic FIFA typical goal, that one. So yeah, that was 3-0, and that was pretty much the game for that one. And then we had 3 days later, we had the FA Cup next round, which was against Everton. It was on the Friday night, and it started really well. We got a goal through. Who got the first goal? Oh, I can't remember who got the first goal. I literally just looked at this as well. Who scored the first goal? I can't remember. It's going to annoy me now. I know Conor Cody got the second goal. Conor Cody got the equaliser for United. I know that. What's just happened there? We've just got a nice easy goal. Is that Garnacho? It is. Who scored? Oh, it's going to annoy me now. Let's just quickly have a look. Who scored that goal last Friday? I've gone too far. Who scored that goal? It was Antony. Yeah, so yeah, it was Rashford. Yes, now I remember. It was Antony. It was a good through ball to Rashford, and then Rashford just put it on a plate for Antony to, put in at the back post, and that was 1-0. And then Conor Cody's goal, a bit of a weird one. I think it was Demarai Gray on that right-hand side. Just shot it into David De Gea's legs, and David De Gea just he looked like a giraffe, collapsing. So yeah, that was a bit of a weird goal, but David De Gea didn't really sort his legs out, and it went through to Conor Cody. He pushed it through, so then that was 1-1 at half time, and in the end, Conor Cody kind of ruled it in. Conor Cody scored a goal for us, actually, in the end, because we got a goal back through Conor Cody. It was an own goal. It was Rashford on that left-hand side. Put a good ball through to... or just through to the defence, and obviously Conor Cody put it into the back of the net. So then that was 2-1. And then in the end, I think it was Rashford with a penalty, if I'm not too mistaken. Rashford with a penalty right at the end. So then that was 3-1, and then that was that game. So then on to the midweek game, which was the Charlton game, the league, the cup final, not cup final, the League Cup quarter final. It was against Charlton, and it started again with an Antony goal, really good Antony goal. Classic, just steps inside, goes on that right hand foot and he gets his goal. So then that, oh, how did Casemiro score that? And he scored. So then, yeah, that was one, cut inside and is a curler to that top right hand corner. And after that, it was how have we not scored? After that, it was pretty even game, that Charlton game actually. Charlton kind of got into it, and then in the end, it was just two 90th minute winners from Rashford, and then Rashford scored again. I think Casemiro hit like a really good outside of the ball, outside of the foot pass, and it went through to Rashford, who scored. So then, yeah, so in the end, we got through to the next round. Who in the FA Cup we face Reading, if I'm not too mistaken. I think that's after the Arsenal game. So we've got that coming up, and then obviously we got Nottingham Forest in the we got Nottingham Forest in the League Cup final, League Cup semi-final. Whatever it's called now, the Carabao Cup final. That's it. Semi-final, sorry, not final. We've got them twice. So, yeah, got a couple of games coming up. After this game, after the Man City game, we do have another Premier League game, our rearranged Premier League game that we had in hand, I think. It's against Crystal Palace. It's at home, and it's next Wednesday, is it? Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? It's one of them days. I know it's definitely at Old Trafford, and it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. So, look forward to another... whatsamajiggy, another Matchday Live next week before the Arsenal game. So let's talk about a couple of transfers as well. Main one, which has been completed so far, has been the Dubravka loan was recalled. He was recalled, and Jack Butland came in as our backup, which I think is, not bad. It's not a bad thingy. Oh, what's a ball? It's not a bad, backup to have, Jack Butland. So he might play at some point. I'm not too sure when, but he might play at some point. Maybe in that cup game against Reading. I was surprised he didn't start the Charlton game. Heaton played in that game instead, but it doesn't matter anyway. He started that. So yeah, Jack Butland got confirmed. And then out of the blue, we got a transfer story that Wout Weghorst was about to leave Besiktas. He was from Burnley, obviously, but he went on loan to Besiktas. And Besiktas, in a game against Besiktas, he showed him, saying goodbye to the Besiktas fans. He scored in his last game for them, and... it's a bit of a weird striker. Obviously, tall striker, 6'6", if I'm not too mistaken, 6'5". So he's going to be a different type of striker for United. It's going to be like a Fellaini type of deal, I think. He's, as a Plan B striker. Although he has played good football in the Turkish league. I think he had 9 goals in 18 games, so that's not too bad. And it's all I care about is a striker. And Ten Hag, I don't think we're going to be signing any more players unless we can get another player on loan. There was obviously talk about João Felix, but he finally went to Chelsea, and then they played last night, and obviously Chelsea he got sent off on his first game. So that was a debut. Oh, how did we not score there? That was a debut, not for him. But yeah, he's not. We got him coming in, and it looks like he could be signed by the end of the day. Apparently, he has been signed, but we haven't signed him. We haven't signed him in time for the City game, so he will miss the City game, unfortunately. And I ain't really talked about the City game, to be honest. All I hope for, we don't lose 6-3. If we can somehow do like Southampton did the other day against because Southampton beat Man City, which was a good result for them. I think they won 2-0 against Southampton. So they beat Man City, Southampton 2-0. So if they can do something, if Man United can show up, I'd take a draw. I would take a draw against them, but I think we need the 3 points. I could see us nicking it. There's something about us at the moment that we are just winning games. I know some of the games haven't been that good. You know, even though score lines have been good, obviously we've been scoring really late goals, which is nice to see. But I think if we can get the first goal and then make them work for it, and then maybe get a second goal, something like 2-1, 2-2, that's what I can see the scoreline is going to be. And obviously we've got to keep that man Haaland quiet. If we can keep him quiet, you know, I think we'll be on, you know, I think we'll play well. But it all depends on whether United show up. And if United show up, you know, focused and make sure that we, you know, don't give them easy chances like we did in that first half. Like we did, like we did at the Etihad, pretty much, where it's 3-0 at half time. Or was it 4-0? Is it 4-0 at half time or 3-0? It's something like that, and it was a really bad performance. But if we don't do that, if it's 0-0 at half time, I think that'll be good. And then obviously we'll get the crowd up. The crowd will be up for it. And obviously, I just think I think there's something about us, and I think we could nick a victory. But personally, I could see it going. It's only going to be a draw. I think if City turn up, which I expect they will, because obviously they lost. If the City turn up, then we could be seeing another 6-3. But I hope we don't. I just hope that we get a good performance out of United. I'll be happy with a 1-1 draw or something like that, a 2-2 draw. You know, we just got to make sure that we get. We just, you know, want to make sure that we get the 3 points. It's going to be a tough game, whatever it is. It's against Man City. They're the champions at the moment. So, yeah, it's going to be a hard one for us. So, score prediction. Yeah, I might go 1-1. I reckon there's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a draw. I think City will score, but I reckon we might get a late goal or something like that just to, you know, just to settle it, really. So I'm going to go for 1-1 as my score prediction. So I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.